How you doing, guys? It's been quite a while since I've released a new cape tutorial video, and this one's fairly similar to the past. However, since the Superman movies came out and I've had a few questions about possibly releasing a cape for it, I decided to make a video about it. So let's just get right into the material list. Keep it quick. All you need is obviously your figure, the cape, in which you can find on my eBay and Mercari, which will be in the description. You will need a glue that usually uses this dropper system. I in the past recommended a brush kind of glue. However, I don't think you should use it anymore. I've had more issues with that because it's a thinner glue to not crust up the brush. So I would get Gorilla Super Glue, the clear stuff. Put that down. I would get a Q-tip. This is optional. You can just use the dropper system, but I think this spreads way easier. And also a razor so you can actually cut the cape off. All right, for the first step, you need your figure, obviously, and you need a razor. And what you're gonna do is open up the back flap here and go right to these attachment points and take a razor. You technically can get hot water or a hair dryer and soften the glue here by like cutting it just so that piece of rubber that attaches in the nub area stays there so it's perfectly flat. So you just go right in there. So I usually go on the side so I can get a better cut. A little bit left here. Raise again. Something I didn't realize as I'm cutting this is that instead of usually just attaching to the sides, they appear to have attached it all around the neck. So I guess you have to make an entire slit across here. So I'll speed up that cutting this. And there we go. Now you see what I mean, where it's leveled out and flat. I've never actually seen McFarlane glue around the neck area. Usually there's a peg right here that they plant into the back, but it appears they decided to change that up. So it is what it is. It works out. So I would try and make this as flat and as clean as you can, because you can see this ridge designing wherever the red cape ends. You're going to want to glue around there. And we're on to the next step. So for the next step, you're going to want to take your figure. You're going to want to unfold this cape because usually I have it twisted up. And you're going to try and take point to point on the collar. So here to here. You don't have to glue around the entire neck like McFarlane do. I usually just glue on the shoulder areas, but you're trying to get it like this. Now I'm going to try something I've never done. I have seen people who've bought my own capes and have done it themselves, where I pinch upward and I fold this down so then it gets this little bundled up look, so it looks like it's tucked in. I don't know how this is going to go. If it doesn't go well, you'll see me with another cape. So here we go. You gotta grab your glue tip and your Q-tip. Your glue tip and your Q-tip. Your glue and your Q-tip. I usually apply the glue beforehand, right around this collar line. I usually try to do one at a time. See how this looks. Pinching. And once you get one shoulder glued on, you just press down for 30 seconds. If it's too loose, you apply more glue and so on and so forth. So I'm gonna let this dry for a second. And now the second shoulder, to the cape. Pinch. And you hold for another 30 seconds. Oop. So you can see I didn't apply enough glue, so it just kind of popped off. I'm just going to go directly on there so I get it and make sure I have enough. But I still recommend a Q-tip. This is just so I can get a little bit more on. And as you can see, we're done. You can see how the ruled looks in at the collar, how the cape flows. It's fully postable, and the wire is very durable, so nothing breaks. I've never had a cape break on me my entire life, so uh, that's it. The next slides are going to be a few pictures I have, a flying photo, and that'll be it. The link to my eBay and Macari is in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good day.